Candidates, please be seated. Mr. President, the candidates are assembled.
Good afternoon. My name is Matt Wilson, and I'm the 17th president of the University of Akron. And it's my privilege to extend a most cordial welcome to all who have joined us for the 220th commencement ceremonies of the University of Akron. Graduates, welcome. I also would like to extend a welcome to parents, grandparents, spouses, relatives, and friends who have really helped make this day possible. This day of achievement. It's truly a day of pride, one in which we can all celebrate. Now, will everyone please rise and join Catherine Swift in the singing of our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Today we gather in formal convocation with graduates in the areas of arts and science. The spring class of 2017 consists of 2,994 candidates from 29 states and 39 countries. This illustrious group includes 66 candidates for doctorate degrees, 91 candidates for Juris Doctor degrees, 649 for master's degrees, 1,886 for bachelor's degrees, and 302 for associate's degrees. We will begin with a few important introductions. First and foremost, we are joined by representatives of our distinguished faculty, including this ceremony's Grand Marshal, Professor of Public Administration and Urban Studies, Dr. Raymond Cox. I'd like to invite him, as well as our other faculty, to rise and to be recognized for their contributions. Thank you. We are also honored to have with us members of our Board of Trustees of the University of Akron. I would ask that they stand as I call their names and remain standing, and then all together we'll give them some applause at the end. Our chair, Mr. Roland H. Bauer of Silver Lake. Our vice chair, Mrs. Olivia P. DeMoss of Richfield. Dr. Alfred V. Ciraldo of Akron. Our student trustees, Darnell D. Davis Jr. of Akron and Zachary D. Michael of Canton. And our secretary of the board and university vice president and general counsel, Ms. Celeste Cook of Medina. Now please join me in greeting our trustees and board officer. Thank you. We are also pleased to have with us, representing the University of Akron administration, some people who have devoted a lot of time, their talents, and efforts to make your experience here at the University of Akron special. Our Senior Vice President and Provost, Dr. Rex D. Ramsier, our Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. John A. Messina, the Dean of our Williams Honors College, Dr. Lakeisha K. Ransom, the Dean of University Libraries, Dr. Amy DeChambeau, the Dean of the Buchtel College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. John Green, our Chief Diversity Officer and Associate Vice President for Inclusion and Equity, Ms. Jolene Lane, and Chief of Staff, Ms. Barbara Weinzierl. Will you join with me in greeting these colleagues? We're also pleased to have with us here on the platform other important members of the university family. We have with us a member of a National Alumni Board and University Order, Mr. David Harris, Department Record Specialist in the Center for Academic Advising and Student Success and University Order, Ms. Patricia Miller, the Director of Alumni Relations, Mr. William Coleman, and our vocalist, Mrs. Catherine Swift, a student in our School of Music. Will you join me in greeting these individuals as well? I would now like to ask Mr. Roland Bauer, Chair of the University of Akron Board of Trustees, to extend greetings on behalf of the board. Mr. Bauer.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon. On behalf of the University of Akron's Board of Trustees, I offer a warm welcome to our guests and especially to the spring 2017 graduating class. Graduates, you are the primary reason why this university exists, and we thank you for entrusting us with your higher education. You had many options from which to choose, and we sincerely hope your Akron experience has proven that you chose wisely. In addition to conveying our gratitude, we want you to know that we appreciate and applaud your accomplishments here. Through great effort and perseverance, you have seized opportunities to broaden and sharpen your thinking, expand your worldview, attain professional and personal growth, and become educated citizens. Now you will have more and greater opportunities to thrive, to contribute, and to serve. My fellow trustees and I wish that the journey awaiting you will be filled with good health, good fortune, and continued success, and will, from time to time, lead you back here to your alma mater. We are honored to join with your families, friends, and faculty in celebrating this important milestone. Congratulations.
Thank you for those remarks. So now I have the honor and privilege of sharing some remarks with you. I'm truly honored to be able to address the class of 2017, and I welcome you here today. And first and foremost, I want to congratulate each one of you. Graduates, make no mistake about it, what you have achieved is truly remarkable. In fact, surveys and studies show that only 7% of the world's population has ever been able to achieve a university degree. You truly are in a phenomenal spot. Now, as you think back, you've made it through all of your classes, at least the ones you attended, right? Hundreds of assignments, maybe what seems like thousands of tests and quizzes, tough grading, and so many other things happened during your experience here at the University of Akron. So today, here we stand on a Saturday afternoon, beautiful weather to boot, to celebrate you and your graduation from the University of Akron. As we celebrate, hopefully you'll take with you some of the message that I prepared for you today. In fact, about 2 weeks ago, I set off on a journey to 6 different universities in Asia, including 3 in China, 2 in Japan, and 1 in South Korea. During my trip, I drove by ageless city walls, towering pagodas, ancient temples, and really saw different cultures. 3 distinctly different cultures to boot. As I observed and interacted with these individuals, I had some unique experiences even. Unbeknownst to me, I apparently was a guest of honor at the 13th Annual National Ballroom Dancing Championships in China. Fortunately, they didn't ask me to dance. Some of you have seen me do that on the homecoming floor. But they asked me to share a few remarks in English and a few sentences in Chinese that I learned about 15 minutes before my speech. Hopefully they taught me the right thing because I don't speak Chinese. In any event, as I traveled around Asia, I was struck by the high regard that others have for the University of Akron and the value of your degree. Looking from the outside in, the world sees how UA embraces excellence in academics, research, experiential learning, arts, music, sports, and so many, many other things. The world realizes that UA empowers lives. This includes yours. Personally, I'm grateful for UA and its positive impact that it has had on you individually, as well as our city, our state, our region, the nation, and even the world. Hopefully you too, as you reflect and look back, you've developed much gratitude for this great university as well. And I would encourage you to show your gratitude always by simply expressing Akron pride during conversations, in your Facebook posts, on Twitter, online, by wearing Zip's gear, and by supporting the University of Akron as you go forward. But even more importantly than that, never take your degree for granted, and always stand proud for your achievements. Remember, you're part of that 7%. Today, you have arrived at your graduation ceremony, or as we like to call it, commencement. Now, it was interesting because I was actually drafting this speech on my way home from Asia, as I took the long flight from Japan, from Tokyo, Japan, back to Akron, Ohio. And as I started to think, I was struck by the use of some words. And bear with me, I'm an attorney. We love to work with words. And so as I was thinking of this idea of graduation and commencement. Because informally, we use the terms graduation and commencement interchangeably. As a point of fact, though, if you think about it, these two words don't mean the same thing. In fact, they probably even point in opposite directions. To graduate means to advance to a new level, to leave a current status or a condition and rise to a new one. And to commence, well, you should know the meaning of that word. At least you should if you're wearing the cap and gown. But in a more symbolic sense, graduation, if you think about it, looks back at who you have become and how far you have gone. It's a way of raising your hand and saying, in the words of the Sound of Music movie, you've probably heard this, "So long, farewell, it's time to say goodbye," right? But the words actually say, "I hate to go and leave this pretty sight." Or more simply, graduation could mean it's been great, thanks for the memories. Your impending graduation, though, should enable you to look back and reflect on the successes, the accomplishments, and the growth that you've experienced while studying here at UA. Commencement, though, it has a different connotation. In fact, commencement spins you around 180 degrees in the opposite direction if you think about it. It's a start. It prompts you to put a foot forward and say, "Get ready, world, here I come." Commencement should also be a time to focus on where you are headed in the future. What will you accomplish next? And how you will best continue to learn and grow. That is why we refer to this ceremony as a commencement, not a graduation. Now there's another word that I'm going to get to here in a second. We feel it's our duty as your alma mater, focus on that word for a second, to in the midst of this joyous celebration, gently tap you on the shoulder and point to the horizon and say, "Go full speed ahead." Now let me talk about this concept of alma mater. Do you know what that means? Have you ever thought about what that might include? Well, it's your university, right? But if you think about alma mater and you trace it to its roots in Latin, it means nourishing or bountiful mother. I thought about that. In fact, that is what we as administrators and faculty and staff at the University of Akron have tried to do for you. Create a bountiful, nourishing, and rich environment and experience. As your alma mater, we hope that we can continue to do the same and serve as your nourishing mother. Have you guys ever seen the movie Parenthood with Steve Martin? If you haven't, that's your homework assignment for the week. The last one, go watch Parenthood. There's a moment in Parenthood that was striking to me. When the patriarch character, played by Jason Robard, he's talking about the responsibilities of parenthood with his son, Steve Martin. Robard says of parenting, it never ends. There's no end zone. You never cross the goal line, spike the ball, and do your touchdown dance. Never. Now, the parents who are seated in the balcony here or in the audience today probably know exactly what I mean. As a father of 4 and a grandfather of 2, I've had this feeling as well. So, as parenthood is a lifelong responsibility, privilege, and joy, I want you to know that we feel that same attachment to you. Today we say to you, commence. Move, go forward. Go out and conquer the world. But before you leave, just like any good parent, we want to make sure that you have everything that you need before you go out the door. So as you stand at this threshold today, I know you are eager and anxious for your next adventure. Some of you may even be thinking, what do I do next? I've been a dad too long to let you go without offering some advice on behalf of the university family. So I want to do so by turning to the words of the late Stephen R. Covey. Dr. Covey was one of the world's foremost leadership authorities, organizational experts, and thought leaders. His most popular book was called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. There, Dr. Covey advocated that when we try to decide what we do in life, we should actually begin with the end in mind. So what is the end? Is it your retirement? Should you be thinking about retirement now? I would encourage you to be thinking about that end. Set a goal and then work towards it. Keep in mind that the pathway might not always be straight. Your presence at this commencement ceremony should be proof to you that the validity of Dr. Covey's advice. This moment, seated here in cap and gown, probably wishing that I would stop talking so you could come up and get your degree. The goal that you would graduate and then commence on your future was probably what you had in mind when you first enrolled here as freshmen at the University of Akron, or when you transferred here as a junior. You set a goal, and now you are on the verge of reaching that goal. How you got to this commencement ceremony is probably as varied as the faces in the crowd. Some of you were raised here in Akron, in Canton, and Cleveland. Some of you, other parts of the state, Columbus, Cincinnati, other parts of the United States, or even around the world. Maybe since arriving here, you've changed your major once, twice, or even 3 times. Or maybe you're like my daughter Chiaki, who's on her 4th major. She disputes that, by the way. Maybe you stuck to a program and you sliced right through it. You sit here today graduating in 2 years. Maybe it was 4, maybe it was 6. But regardless of what it was, whether life intervened and you deferred college or even graduation, and you're graduating today at the age of 85, regardless of whether your path to this moment was a straight line, or whether it was a meandering wobble, you knew where you wanted it to lead. You had that goal. Then you did the work, you took the steps, and you arrived here today. And without question, you persevered and you never gave up. So going forward, remember this advice. Replicate that process. There's enormous power in knowing what your goal is. Success also demands effort, grit, commitment, and sacrifice. but it starts. It starts with knowing what you want and where you want to go. So pursue your goals now. Now, for those of you that are still unsure about that ultimate goal, redouble your efforts to develop one. Do some self-introspection. Talk to those that are around you. Think about what you're good at, what you like to do, what type of careers are going to be out there, and truly how you can make a difference in the world. My second piece of advice is to run hard towards that goal. Run fast, excel, while paying attention to what really matters in life. True happiness, I can tell you, is not measured in zeros in a paycheck or on a bank account, even if you might think that's the case. True and genuine happiness is measured in relationships. I encourage you, value your existing relationships. Look around at those that are graduating with you. Think about the instructors who you have gotten to know. Hopefully, as your president, you've gotten to know me and you value our relationship. Build on that. But don't stop there. Develop new relationships. And in doing that, always be grateful for those relationships. In fact, make sure to express gratitude to those who have supported you and helping you obtain your degree. In fact, all you have to do is go to the Dollar General store. They'll sell you a packet of thank you notes, $1. With that $1, you can make magic. It's not about the zeros. It's about the time and the effort and the gratitude. As you're going, make sure that you enjoy the journey. If wealth is your only or even your primary goal, you run the risk of a life that lacks genuine happiness or fulfillment. During my lifetime, it seems like the average home has increased in size, while the average family size has decreased. We have many more time-saving devices, but families seem to be spending less and less time together. Or when they do, their attention is buried in their electronic devices. Affluence is up, but happiness seems to be down. At least that's what the news would have you believe. Why doesn't more money buy greater happiness then? Well, Professor Covey goes on to say that life is not about accumulation. Life is about contribution. The real wealth in life is in your friendships, in your family, in fulfillment in your work, the satisfaction that you gain from overcoming obstacles, your relationship with your God, and in what you have contributed to others. And that relates to my last piece of advice. Always keep in mind that, like it or not, you represent more than just yourself. You're always connected to others. Your actions impact them. In fact, I want to share a lesson that I learned one really hot summer day when it was my duty to cut my family's lawn. I must have been 12 or 13 at the time. Maybe you can relate. Yard work and other chores really felt like the bane of my existence. Probably didn't help me that I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and sometimes I felt that my parents were picking on me by heaping all of the responsibilities on my shoulder. Couldn't they give me a break? Well, one day I was cutting the lawn when some of my buddies stopped by to see if I could join them for a game of basketball. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I like basketball. At the time, I had only cut half of the front lawn, and I still had the entire backyard to go. But I figured that I deserved a break. The grass wasn't going anywhere. Certainly wouldn't grow that quickly. I could get back to the lawn later. In my young mind, it wasn't a big deal. So, off to play basketball I went. Had a great time. Several hours passed, and I came home and I was skipping and jumping. Certainly I must have won. As I rounded the corner, though, I noticed my father. He was dragging a couple of bags of grass clippings. Sweat was dripping from his brow. He had just returned from a long day of work. My heart sank. Certainly I was doomed. I'm sure that my father was furious with me, and I braced for the worst. So, hoping to stave off whatever awaited me, I rushed to his side to apologize and to hopefully complete the very last portion of my task, carrying out his grass clippings to the curb. To my surprise, instead of yelling no, my father expressed his disappointment. He looked me in the eye, could see a little tear. He just said, "Matt, I'm disappointed." Boy, that pierced my soul. He then posed a simple question to me. He said, "Matt, what does it say about you and our family if you start a task only to leave it halfway done? Your efforts or lack thereof are there for the entire world to see." To me, the entire world was my neighborhood, and they could see that I had only cut half of the grass and not the rest. My father said, "Matt, if you start something, you need to promptly finish it, doing so with both care and with excellence. Never give only half an effort, and never leave anything half done." I still reflect upon that experience from 35 years ago. It taught me many lessons, and perhaps one of the strongest lessons centers around his words. "Matt, what does it say about you and our family if you don't act with excellence?" With this graduation, you are forever a part of my family, the University of Akron family. Our institutional reputation reflects on you, and your individual reputation reflects back on us. The same is true with your immediate and extended families too. So my advice to you is always complete the task at hand with excellence. Complete it. Step up. Be proactive. Make a difference. Do your family proud. In fact, constantly be thinking about, how can I best contribute to the world around me? Maybe it's a smile. Maybe it's a handshake. Maybe it's an act of random kindness. As you go out into the world, keep in mind that your future profession not only benefits you, but somehow that too contributes to the greater good. See that your activities, whether they're big or small, include the giving of your time, your talents, your treasures to other people and to great causes. Each one of you, I know, has talents. Each one of you has value and worth. As you go out and contribute to others that are around you, these will be sources of genuine and lasting joy. Additionally, remember that each day will bring choices that shape the person and professional that you will become. I hope that a lot of what we're hearing about today, discord, vitriol, criticism, hatred, prejudices, those are things that you can expunge from your vocabulary. Instead, I hope that you have become educated enough to show respect, tolerance, compassion, faith, and hope. The future depends on you. Choose to act ethically, responsibly, and consistently. You can truly make a difference. The choices you make not only shape who you are, but also our society, your profession, your family, and your degree. As graduates of the University of Akron, you're destined to become leaders in your families, in your communities, your professions, and society as a whole. So keep in mind that through small and simple things, great things can come to pass. I hope that your experience here at your alma mater has taught you to do your best, to work hard, and to always contribute. Celebrate your graduation today using wisdom, using passion, using care. Then continue this commencement tomorrow and the next day and each day after that by commencing to engage this world with confidence, gratitude, and resolve. Graduates, it's time to commence and go out into the world. Make your family proud. Good luck and Godspeed. Thank you. I would now invite everyone to rise and to join Catherine Swift in the singing of our alma mater. If you don't know the words, they're provided on page 72 of your program. Please be seated. It's appropriate that we give special recognition to those graduates who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement in completing an undergraduate degree. On page 12 of your program, you will find an explanation for the criteria that we use for awarding these special designations. Recipients of academic honors are noted individually in your programs as well. As each group is called, I ask that its members please rise and remain standing. As they do, I would like the audience to take note of the honor cords, the stoles, the medallions worn by these graduates, as they symbolize exemplary accomplishments. I also want to engage in an exercise that we all hold our applause until everybody's been recognized. So, if I can have those who are graduating summa cum laude please rise, followed by those graduating magna cum laude, please rise. Followed by those graduating cum laude, if you could please rise as well. Now, if those who are graduating with highest distinction, high distinction, or distinction aren't standing already, please rise. And then will our Williams Honors Scholars please rise. I would also like to ask those who have been inducted into a Collegiate Honor Society to please rise as well. Please join me in recognizing these graduates. Please be seated. Now, we have a tradition here at the University of Akron to recognize those who have served our nation. So, if we have any candidates who are veterans or current members of the armed forces, would you please rise? Let's recognize these individuals. We thank you for your service. Now we will proceed with the conferral of the undergraduate degrees. Dr. Ramsey.
Will Dean John Green and the candidates for the degrees from the Buckle College of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing. That'll do. Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of one of the undergraduate degrees in the college. With the approval of the dean and the faculty, these students are now presented to you to receive their undergraduate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsey. Exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all of the requirements the appropriate degree, together with all of the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations. Would you please be seated for a moment? Now, candidates, as evidence of your achievements, you will be called to the stage to receive your diploma. I would ask that you follow the directions of the university marshals, and I look forward to greeting each one of you personally on the stage.
In appreciation and respect for all of our graduates, we'd like you to hold your applause and any acknowledgments of your individual student so that our graduates and their guests are able to hear their names called. From the Buckle College of Arts and Sciences, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, cum laude, Hannah Adams. Summa cum laude, Sarah Ahmed. Magna cum laude, Morgan Ali. William Amata Jr. Magna cum laude, Brian Amatangelo. Summa cum laude, Monica Andrus. Cum laude, Claire Armbruster. Brett Arbach. Alexandra Balo. Cum laude, Gabrielle Barnes. Caitlin Barr. Summa cum laude, Eric Begg. Lachey Bell. Summa cum laude, Zarek Bell. Magna cum laude, Hemant Bala. Deja Bishop. Jessica Black, receiving Bachelor of Arts in 2 disciplines. Magna cum laude, Megan Bodenschatz. Michael Bodnar. Magna cum laude, Courtney Bosetti. Kweku Bransa. Caitlin Breedlove. Brady Books. Cum laude, Derek Brown. Natasha Callahan. Magna cum laude, Haley Cargill. Andrew Carroll. Magna cum laude, Daniel Cermak. Isaiah Coleman. Magna cum laude, Hannah Camarado. Cum laude, Macy Consolo. Corinne Dacus. Sarah Denko. Rachel Davis. Magna cum laude, Alexander DeChurch. Cheyenne Deal. Dylan Dorfler. Melena Don. Deborah Dragomir. Summa cum laude, Christine Drescher. Summa cum laude, Peyton Igalowski. Summa cum laude, Grace Ebner. Magna cum laude, Jocelyn Edie. Taylor Fernwalt. Courtney Farrell. Shamari Fields. Gabrielle Fiore, also receiving Associate of Arts. Demetrius Fisher. Matthew Fisk. Leslie Flores. Sarah Foster. Stephanie Foxworth. Alexandra Frazier. Benjamin French. Summa cum laude, Richard Gallo. Nicholas Gaspar. Ashley George. Megan Gibson. Zachary Gilgenbach. Summa cum laude, Aaron Glatter. Catherine Graham. Cortez Grayson. Magna cum laude, Jennifer Green. Summa cum laude, Robin Geiler. Magna cum laude, Zachary Guzman. Elena Hale. Magna cum laude, Justin Hamus. Magna cum laude, Elise Hamilton. Magna cum laude, Brianna Hamper. Nathan Hardy. Rylan Hardman. Sarah Hart. Mercedes Hartney. Joseph Heimbaugh. Summa cum laude, David Hench. Cum laude, Abigail Henry. Magna cum laude, Samantha Hickey. Magna cum laude, Noor Hindi. Jasmine Hoffman. Chad Hoopengarner. Andrea Heratis. Hannah Horrigan. Megan Howell. Amy Hershotsky. Sky Jarvis. Donald Jeffries III. Magna cum laude, Jeanette Jeffries Neely. Jamie Jobson. Corey Johnson. Irina Jury. Magna cum laude, Alex Comensa. Samantha King. Magna cum laude, Madeline Kipfer. Camden Kloss. Michaela Knight. Sydney Krieger. Melissa Lawrence, receiving Bachelor of Arts in 2 disciplines. Magna cum laude, John Lavigny. Morgan Leanne Looney. Taylor Loy. Summa cum laude, Margaret Mangis. Alicia Marianet. Magna cum laude, Jacob Marion. Summa cum laude, Anita Marquardt. Travis McAllister. Mason McCarthy. Tori McConnell. Henry McDougall IV. Kim Meredith. Osmel Morales Aguilera. Lauren Morrow. Ian Murphy. Magna cum laude, Willa Neal. Magna cum laude, Cecily Nelson. Eddie Nelson Jr. Shannon Nunes. Frederick Nix. Cody Nolan. Magna cum laude, Jody Noland. John Nahn. Cum laude, Catherine Nightpaver. Luashan Okunawu. Summa cum laude, Catherine Ott. Cum laude, Allison Polk. Magna cum laude, Sydney Perez. Cum laude, Elizabeth Pertzinger. Rebecca Petroff. Jason Petzak. Jeffrey Ferris. Melissa Pierce. Summa cum laude, Cesare Piermarini. Cum laude, Alyssa Pinder. Tyler Poland, also receiving Associate of Arts. Summa cum laude, Marissa Pilatus. Angel Poole. Courtney Powell. John Rochelle. Magna cum laude, Billy Radcliffe. Summa cum laude, Emily Ramey. Roxana Rathbun. Daniel Reddick. Magna cum laude, Emily Reed. Michael Rich II. Summa cum laude, Emma Rise. Isaiah Rios Sr. Cum laude, Ashley Ritter. Samantha Rogers. Samantha Rossman. Arthur Sager. Emily Salopek. Jade Sand. Kaylee Sapp. Cum laude, Rebecca Shamming. Ella Shantz. Adam Schwartz. Zachary Shepard. Cum laude, Todd Simmons Jr. Albany Slaughter. Jesse Smith. Khalil Smith. Allison Snyder. Nicole Soltis. Alicia Stanovic. Kelly Stobie. Magna cum laude, Zachary Strickler. Ashley Stubbs. Magna cum laude, Jennifer Sublett. Devin Taylor. Lewis Thompson. Summa cum laude, Sadie Thorman. Summa cum laude, David Trujillo II. Kelsey Trusnick. Brett Cherney. Colin Valencic. Scott Van Cure. Summa cum laude, Nicholas Figueredo. Cum laude, Anthony Galaba. Ryan Vincent. Greta Vismeg. Ariana Walker. Matthew Wallace. Christopher Weaver. Shen-Chi Wei. Rachel Weibel. Magna cum laude, Heather Weldon. Lachelle Wirtz. Emily White. Cum laude, Paige Wiley. Adam Williams. Michael Williams. Savannah Winland. Garth Woodson. Summa cum laude, Jacqueline Yergin. Summa cum laude, Austin Euchre. Morgan Zarek. Cum laude, Stevie Zarl. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Family and Child Development, Christina Babis. Cum laude, Angela Elliott. Summa cum laude, Jessica Gray. Silnika Hicks. Katie Keel. Summa cum laude, Kelsey Kiggins. Anna Kuhn. Adriana Mazel. Jamia Cisco. Magna cum laude, Lisa Sepulveda. Magna cum laude, Noelle Williams. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Merchandising, magna cum laude, Tasia Brayshaw. Magna cum laude, Ellen Delisle. Brianna Lewis. Michaela Stubbs. Cum laude, Christina Suglio. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Anthropology, magna cum laude, Maeve Marino. Jacob Meixel. Cum laude, Morgan Revels. Cum laude, Kimberly Roby. Cum laude, Chandler Schoaf. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Interior Design, summa cum laude, Danielle Becker. Cum laude, Ashley Byerly. Alyssa Coyle. Dominique Couch. Jacqueline Franzik. Magna cum laude, Kara Grossman. Courtney Hahn. Abby Henze. Shongshang Zhang. Casey Luttrell. Tiffany Lococo. Summa cum laude, Anna Salvati. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Multidisciplinary Studies, Marlena Franklin. Cum laude, Kristen Galliano. Aaron Mullet. Danielle Nicholson. Paul Rader.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts, Abby Brinker. Summa cum laude, Catherine Butler. Jessica Friend. Magna cum laude, Rachel Hall. Lauren Heddleston. Evan D. Kelly. Blake Kintz. Summa cum laude, Tyler Krusinski. Gina Lenzalco. Brittany Mihaly. Summa cum laude, Chitani Miller. Magna cum laude, Michaela Mornan Donaldson. Summa cum laude, Alyssa Myers, also receiving summa cum laude, Bachelor of Arts of Science in Computer Science. Ashley Porter. Cum laude, Robert Powell. Magna cum laude, Carmen Rodriguez. Jessica Sharp. Summa cum laude, Megan Steele. Summa cum laude, Andrew Trowbridge. Cum laude, Chad Uline. Ryan Vargo. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Music, cum laude, Zach Abbey. Jason Burnham. Matthew Deal. Magna cum laude, Angelica Fulop. Summa cum laude, Neil Lantry. Magna cum laude, Emily Larson. Cum laude, Alex Showers. Cum laude, David Singhouse. Summa cum laude, Jordan Wessel. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude, Hassan Abdallah. Summa cum laude, Kevin Addick. Summa cum laude, Eric Eho, receiving Bachelor of Science in 2 disciplines. Summa cum laude, Chase Alfman. Arkan Al-Khalili. Cum laude, Amna Amin. Emily Baker. Andrew Bangachon. Brandon Barnes. Sharif Benson. Leo Bland. Magna cum laude, Cole Blasco. Magna cum laude, Troy Boyle. Summa cum laude, Samuel Bunting. Vivian Campbell. Summa cum laude, Andrew Karras. Cum laude, McKay Kavanaugh. Cum laude, Joanna Consiglio. Emily Cross. Thomas Davenport. Summa cum laude, Laura Dufresne. Magna cum laude, Sarah Donaldson. Cassandra Durrell. Cum laude, Kathleen Durisic. Summa cum laude, Catherine Fisher. Summa cum laude, Sarah Frazee. Bailey Fries. Summa cum laude, Brandon Jenitin, also receiving summa cum laude, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude, Abigail Gindisberger. Cum laude, Akila Gopal. Gabrielle Gromowski. Marissa Gross. Cum laude, Megan Grund. Summa cum laude, Michael Haddad. Miles Hamilton. Sarah Hanna. Summa cum laude, Samantha Hodgson. Magna cum laude, Clayton Hoprick. Magna cum laude, Ashley Engel. Kyle Jones. Cum laude, Jordan Cabeller. Cum laude, Crystal Corey. Magna cum laude, Christine Klingensmith. Magna cum laude, Emily Lather. Caitlin Layer. Magna cum laude, Cynthia Lenhoff. Michael Marsh. Brandon Martin. Shada Mehtar. Also receiving Bachelor of Arts. Sumer Mehtar. Receiving Bachelor of Science in 2 disciplines. Morgan Melquist. Matthew Melton. Cum laude, Chelsea Miller. Summa cum laude, Nathan Nahas. Summa cum laude, Mason Page. Amanda Palmer. Cum laude, Mandy Pascu. Magna cum laude, Caitlin Pataka. Cum laude, Dwani Patel. Jeffrey Pausch. Michael Pennington. Joseph Petrola. Summa cum laude, Daniel Phillips. Cameron Pierce. Cum laude, Brandon Pfeiffer, also receiving with distinction Associate of Science. Nathaniel Ploss. Summa cum laude, Jacob Prechtel. Cum laude, Jose Roberts. Magna cum laude, Hannah Roop. Magna cum laude, Serena Ralhofada. Summa cum laude, Tyler Sanda. Cum laude, Robert Schell. Summa cum laude, Kayla Schlosser. Adam Snyderman. Summa cum laude, Meredith Spitz. Amanda Stofan. Jacob Sweet. Magna cum laude, Skylar Tallman. Cum laude, Marissa Toman. Cum laude, Douglas Weiss. Magna cum laude, Bryce Yamat. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, summa cum laude, Joseph Haddad. Cum laude, David Highsmith. Christopher Hutchison. Matthew Jackson. Summa cum laude, Douglas Keller II. Todd Locker, Jr. Zachary Myers. Anthony No. Magna cum laude, Rachel Pelline. Joseph Person. Cum laude, Tyler Potokchik. Magna cum laude, Cameron Riley. Cum laude, Jason Smith. Ryan Tishon. Summa cum laude, Stephen Timchek. Emily Trenka. Thomas Walters. Stephen Wirtz. Cum laude, Lydia White. Cum laude, Clay Wires. Kailong Yuen. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Political Science, Criminal Justice. Cum laude, Joseph Adametz. Summa cum laude, Evan Allshouse. Samuel Bagina, Jr. Tyler Baumberger. Nathan Bowman. Christopher Cassiopo. Mackenzie Callahan. Tyler Kappa. Rachel Duggan. Cum laude, Alex Ernsberger. Ruben Garcia. Aaron Golding. Joshua Hallinan. Christian House. Zakia Ladner. Angelo Lanise. Cullen McCann. Gavin McGowan. Summa cum laude, Samantha McNulty. Cum laude, David Myatt. Magna cum laude, Brianna Nix. Tyler Olenek. Summa cum laude, Summer Owen. Cum laude, Taylor Patterson. Nicholas Riffle. Rachel Robertson. Jacqueline Shutak. Emily Teleshak. Cum laude, Gary Truxton. Receiving the degree, Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice Technology, Milana Blajic. Amanda Marconi. Diamond Yates. Receiving the degree, Associate of Applied Science in Early Childhood Development, Victoria Schrack, with high distinction. That's it? That's it?
So, class of 2017, it's now time to signify your new status as graduates by turning your tassels to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations! So, in the light of celebration, as I mentioned to you before, no one, graduates, makes the journey to this day alone. You've been supported in many ways by your parents, your spouses, your friends, or your loved ones. I heard the shout-outs. In cases, they have worked hard, sacrificed much, and even helped you pay to achieve your dream. So I think it's only appropriate that at this point, here and now, remember I talked about gratitude, that you acknowledge all your family members and friends who are here today. So please stand, turn to the audience, and express your appreciation to them. So, I can feel a lot of love in the house. And so, now to our guests, why don't you reciprocate and let the graduates feel some love? Bring it on, go! So awesome. I love the Zip spirit. Go Zips. Absolutely. In fact, in that light, graduates, you're now alumni of the University of Akron. So in the Go Zips spirit, I think I'm going to draw upon some extra energy, and I'm going to ask Mr. William Coleman, graduate of our class of 2008 and 2010, and he's also the director of our alumni relations. If you've been to any other sporting events, you've probably seen him there as well, to welcome you officially into the University of Akron Alumni Association. Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, President Wilson, and congratulations, fellow alumni. As we draw near the end of this special commencement ceremony, a day which you have indeed earned, you will rise from your seat and walk out those doors of this great hall, a proud graduate of the University of Akron. But before you do, know that you are about to become part of a larger family. A family made up of more than 176,000 Akron alumni spanning the world. In 1870, this university was founded on the principles of equal education and philanthropy. And just 3 years later, our university, then known as Buchtel College, graduated its very first student, a woman named Susie Chamberlain, earning her Bachelor of Science degree, may I add. That year, Buchtel College graduated a total of 4 students. This weekend, we graduate nearly 3,000. That is, 3,000 of you who will join a solid foundation of Akron alumni, grounded in achievement, one with a reputation for putting our heads down and going to work. We are national champions. We are Olympic medalists. We are business owners, award-winning writers, artists, educators, and in fact, can I just say, really talented, awesome artists? Can we say that? We are the Akron Blue and Gold, and we Zips are everywhere. We are a family, and we take care of our own. As alumni director, I extend to each of you an invitation to build and strengthen this common bond, to stay involved with your alma mater, from recruiting new Zips to mentoring current ones, to sharing your professional experiences to a class where you once were a student, and when given the opportunity, to hire Zips. For there now exists among us an eternal linkage, and your achievements will add to the collective success of our institution, our community, our nation, and our world. So, on behalf of more than 176,000 alumni worldwide, I am pleased and very honored to welcome you all as members of the University of Akron Alumni Association. Best wishes in all you do, fellow alumni, and go Zips!
So, in light of the celebration, the day wouldn't be complete unless we had a student response. So the class of 2017's response will be delivered today by Samuel Bunning. But before I call Sam forward, let me tell you a little bit about Sam. Sam graduates today summa cum laude from the Williams Honors College and from the College of Arts and Sciences. He's earned a Bachelor of Science in Biology with a minor in Chemistry and Bioethics, and a certificate in gerontology. Every semester he's made the Dean's List. He was one of the top 10 graduating seniors in the Honors College, which is based on academic and service accomplishments. Sam has conducted research as an undergraduate and actually presented his work at 2 scientific gatherings in 2016. Sam also has been an active student leader, serving as the president of Phi Delta Epsilon International Medical Fraternity, when it earned the Chapter of Excellence Award. He's extensive experience volunteering at the Merriman Long-Term Care Facility. the oncology department at Cleveland Clinic, Akron General Medical Center, and he's also studied European healthcare in Cyprus. Sam will attend medical school at Rosalind Franklin University of Medicine and Science in Chicago, Illinois, where he will pursue an MD concurrently with a Master's of Science in Healthcare Administration. Sam's parents are Aaron and Darren Bunting of Sandusky, Ohio. Not Idaho, Ohio. I don't even think there's a Sandusky in Idaho. Sam, we are honored to invite you to come forward and address the spring 2017 graduating class. Please help me welcome Sam.
Thank you, President Wilson, and thank you, Mr. Coleman, for your welcome to the University of Akron Alumni Association. And on behalf of the Spring 2017 graduating class, I proudly accept your invitation to continue our relationship with our alma mater by joining the Alumni Association. But before I go any further, I want to extend sincere congratulations to every graduate in this room right now. A college degree is not something that everyone achieves, and you and all who supported you along the way should be immensely proud of your hard work. As our days as students were coming to an end, I know I found myself reflecting on the first few weeks that I spent on campus. I remember getting lost, and I remember getting locked out of my dorm room, and I also remember getting my first exam grades back and quickly realizing that high school study patterns were no longer going to suffice. And I'd hedge a bet that many of you just had a fleeting flashback to the moment that you maybe made some of those same realizations. But during that first semester, I had a single thought that repeated through my head. Can I really do this? But it quickly became apparent that none of us were alone. I think one of the most remarkable things about this campus is how quickly it seems to shrink. A foreign assembly of buildings gave way to familiar routines. Swamped professors always managed to spare a moment to clarify a concept. And a large student body of strangers shrank to a familiar group of friends. Friends who were genuinely interested in academic accomplishment, personal integrity, and mutual well-being. Friends who knew when we needed a night off, but also reminded us about upcoming exams when we took too many of those nights. And perhaps some of those friends are the same people seated next to you right now. And we can say the same about our distinguished professors, instructors, and the diligent staff that worked behind the scenes. Their collective and unwavering commitment to student success and investment in our education are an inspiration. We must never stop improving, never stop learning, and never stop contributing to our disciplines. But most important, perhaps, are our families. And as we just heard, no student makes it to this point without the sacrifice, support, and love of their family members. For some of us, college graduation was expected, and others here today may be the first in their family to ever cross this stage. And whether the path behind us was clear or full of obstacles, today we are all joined together as alumni. We have all been entrusted with the same duty, to go forward, to do our part, to make the world a kinder, more equitable, and just place for everyone. Our university, our friends, and our families have prepared us well, and now it's our responsibility to use the talents, education, and hope that they've instilled in us to propel our world forward. The responsibility and uncertainty of the future, it might be scary, it might be exciting, but it's likely a mixture of both. As we take our next steps, whatever those may be, we may begin to feel like freshmen again, and we may start to ask ourselves, can I really do this? But every time you ask yourself that question, remember the abilities and education that this university and its community have given you. But most of all, remember the feeling you have right now, and remember the people sitting around you. Can we really do this? The answer is a resounding yes. Thank you. It was an absolute honor to speak for all of us today, but even more so to have shared the last 4 years with you. Good luck, class of 2017.
Now, in closing, I'd like to take a moment and acknowledge the many individuals who made this commencement possible. First, let us thank our musicians, beginning with our vocalist, Mrs. Catherine Swift. Our guitarist who played as you crossed the stage, Mr. Tyler Spolizo. And Dr. Christopher Blaha in the University Akron Brass Choir. Let us also thank the University Marshals who you see in the gold robes. They are faculty and staff members who volunteered their time to organize and facilitate this wonderful commencement ceremony. Thank you, Marshals. And last but not least, let us also thank our interpreter, Miss Lori Palmer. And so we conclude our commencement ceremony. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and the University of Akron family everywhere, I wish you much happiness, much success, and many happy returns to your alma mater. And, even though it's a day early, to all mothers and grandmothers in attendance, best wishes for a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Thanks for all you do.
As we conclude our commencement exercises, we ask the stage party to please rise and remain standing. We ask our graduates to please rise and remain standing. Guests of our graduates, please remain seated until our recessional has concluded. We also suggest that you meet your graduate on the Thomas Hall Plaza. And finally, thank you for attending the 220th commencement exercises of the University of Akron.